Welcome back to Partners Dog School. Our newest camp dog, Tank, has been such a smart and well-rounded member here at our training facility the last week. And we've continued to make certain he's ready for some off-leash obedience and being more well socialized before heading back home with his owner, Jake. Yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. Good boy, Killian. So other than learning from each other and holding place, is that they're building impulse control with each other and from this high energy of wanting to play. Now we've been on place for a good minute now as well, so they are building, they're working through, nope, place. They're getting more tired, more frustrated as the time is going, but it just means I need to reward a little bit more often. Yes, good. And just stay a little bit more accountable when they go to break. Yes, good boy. If they're able to do this pretty well, I'm going to bring them both into daycare together and let them have some time just to play and have fun, but they need to be able to earn that time. Yes, good. And right now we're getting there. It's looking good, and we were getting there when we first started, but as the session grew longer and they had to hold their place for longer, they get more restless, they get more agitated, they get more frustrated because they want to play with each other really bad. But this is really good for them to work through and build this type of impulse control around dogs that one they really like, so that down the line, if they're around dogs they don't care for or even don't know that well, it'll be easier for them to work through. Easier for the owners to build this type of impulse control at home. For Tank, it's just him. He's got no siblings, he's got no kids, anything like that. So it won't be that hard other than when they go out. With that, just normal maintenance of training, keeping up with it and building longer impulses and duration. That'll come with time, practice, consistency, and just a little bit more maturing as well. One of the easier ways for a dog to learn boundaries, especially like a fun-loving puppy, is for him to take a step too far and for Tank to tell him, like, hey, back off. If that's not going to be the case, I need to help Tank out and implement some more boundaries. One, just to help Tank still have a good time, so that when he's out here playing, he's not getting too overwhelmed, it's still staying 50-50. And then two, so Killian isn't learning that this is okay. Right now it's fine. Now, yeah, it might look kind of rough and they're getting really, really playful and pushy, but they're both still engaging with each other, wanting to play and continuing to do the same things. As soon as one of them starts to separate themselves and it goes from 50-50 to 60-40, 70-20, 70-30, 80-20, then that's when I need to help both of them out and separate them before it gets to a point where they have a bad socialization and they don't want to hang out with each other. They don't want to be friends because, hey, last time we hung out, you bit me on the head or you kept chasing me when I was done. Now, the other thing I might do as well is that if I see it get too high energy, even if it is still 50-50, Killian, nope. Good. If it gets too high energy, I'll try to out them and or separate them just early because I don't want it to get too far. When teaching an out, I want to help him by not putting a lot of correctional pressure on, like those pops. I'm just gonna hold pressure backwards until he responds by just disengaging. All right, so today is our transition day with Tank. Jake is gonna come in just a minute and we're gonna be able to kind of sit down, talk for a second, just kind of talk about how Tank did, kind of how he rocked it the whole time, was able to pick up all of his obedience, able to socialize, able to learn, build duration, impulse control, all cool kinds of stuff that Jake was looking for, and we're able to kind of get a really good training camp in with Tank. He did a great job. Pretty confident that he's gonna have a good time heading home, as well as he already has a better relationship with his owner as well. And he is that type of relationship type of dog to work better for someone he wants to work with and someone he likes to work with. Now, me and Tank did build a really good relationship and we had a lot of fun. But you know, owners and dogs, they just have that better connection. They go home with each other, they sleep, they eat with each other. It's all that good stuff that helps build that relationship stronger and stronger. So I think he will do really well for the owner, working with Jake down the line. How's it going?
How are you?
Good. We're just gonna have our quick little talk about how he did, what he's been up to.
Cool.
You can take a seat on the couch, it's no problem. Nice and comfy. But just to kind of get into it, Tank did great. He's very smart. He was able to pick up everything pretty quickly, and we were able to kind of get a lot of really nice strong obedience in. He also did really good doing socialization. I kind of showed you those pictures. His friend Killian he made.
Yeah.
There's another doodle I had here doing
I
a
got
camp.
a kick out of those.
Yeah, so they were friends for a while. He actually went home the other day. So Tank has been trying to make some other friends. He's a little nervous at first, normal puppy stuff, overwhelming yard, but just he slowly kind of got into it. He hit his stride and he just started playing like no one's business. So
Good.
He's doing good in there. He's pretty good with like social cues. He doesn't have any mounting issues. It's really good. There's nothing too major that we saw. He's got that stubbornness from that kind of pity and that chow that you were talking about, but nothing to the point where it's going to be like that hard to work through. Just keeping on top of him. He is a tough dog. He's not by no means a soft dog. He's hard-headed, he's got a lot of energy, and he definitely can push your buttons a little bit when he starts to get into that kind of mindset where he's like, oh, I'm having fun, kind of pushing you around. So there's moments where you have to be a little bit more stern with him, but not to the point where like, no like harming or anything like that. Nothing to the point where he's like getting hurt. It's just letting him know like, hey, okay, we're doing stuff right now, I need you to be listening. And I'll kind of show you how it is. Once he comes in here, he's gonna be pretty excited. So I'm gonna let him kind of say hi to you, just get into it. You guys be able to say hello. And then I'll get into doing some obedience, kind of showing you what he's learned so far, how we're able to kind of transfer it over to you. And then because he's probably gonna do pretty well with it and kind of fall in line a little bit better, we'll probably be able to pass the leash off to you before the actual transition is over. A lot of times I'll do most of the transitional work and just kind of show everything. But if we're able to get through all of it fast enough, we'll be able to kind of let you start to practice as well.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab him right now. Just
Cool.
bring him in real quick.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, no
Thank you so
problem.
much.
Here. Oh. Tank, who's that? Tank, who's that? Oh my goodness, who is that? Tank. Sit. Good boy. Come on. Thank you for that. Tank free. Want to say hi? Oh my goodness. No jumping. So whenever he goes to jump, I am going to kind of just pull him a little out. But right now it's good. Perfect, good. Get some of those jitters out. No. Good, there we go.
Hey, buddy.
Good.
Hey, buddy.
Yeah,
Buddy.
Tank. All right, Tank, come on. Yes, good. And now that we got some of those introductional jitters out, some of that puppy energy. Yes, good boy, hi. Now we'll just kind of get into some of that obedience. Good boy, yep. So, to start off with, our leash handling starts with our right hand with the leash, nice and loose, and then this hand open to be versatile to do pretty much anything else. So whether that be treat, yes, good boy. Either to use some more leash pressure like that, yes, good boy. To grab my phone, to fix this mic, anything. Like this one's open to do whatever you need it to do. A lot of times, especially because he's younger and he's still going to be learning some new stuff with you and just learning how to do it with you, it's gonna be more used for the treats, for more praise and maybe a little bit more of that control, but just to help him start to learn it with you. And what we'll do is we'll start walking. As soon as I make that step back, I'm gonna hand you the leash in your hand when we do start walking. Come on, Tank, heel, come on. So you'll hold it just right there, just to be ready. As soon as we start walking, I just want you to give him a little small itty bitty tug. You'll just go like a little small tug like that and just go Tank, heel. As soon as he's walking with you, I want you to give him a treat. Yes, good job, reward. We'll turn this way. As soon as I make my way back, you'll give that small, just itty bitty little pop like that and just go Tank, heel. As soon as he's with you, treat, reward. After this turn, I'm gonna start moving my way back. Good boy, Tank. Good boy. Alrighty, if you're ready, tank heel.
Tank heel.
Good, and then start walking with him. Good, there we go, keep it going. Good. And you can even release a little bit of that pressure as well. So when we are walking, we want us to be comfortable. We don't have to keep our hand up here the whole time. Just having enough slack to be able to give a pop if needed, as well as enough room for it to be just loose. There we go, good.
Should I treat him periodically?
Yeah, whenever he's walking with you, when he's engaged, you can give him those treats. Right now he's looking at me, he's like, hey, what is happening right now? Why is dad doing this as well? I thought this was just you. So he is a little bit of an adjustment, but that's why we just do the walking portion first, just so we can start to get into the groove and realize, okay, hey, the owners are doing this too as well, so let me start to get into line. While you are walking, you can do a lot of just talking to him. Yes, good job, Tank, yay, good. To keep him engaged with you, as well as just rewarding him while walking. You don't even have to give him the treat every single time. That yes, good job reward and letting him maybe even lick on a treat is enough reward for him to stay with you.